All right, what's going on, guys? This is Will from Your Home Ironing Business, and I told you I was going to kind of switch it up to something different. I hope that my videos help someone out, and I've done them long enough where it was like I don't think I could do no more of them, or I don't think I'm gonna do any more. Period of those. Not unless I just do like maybe something when I do now, like kind of like show you how I still kind of maintain a couple customers. But I said I was going to do something kind of called like a life learning experience, from my age where I am now. I was going to do the Sigma one, but I think I'm going to wait till the next video on that. But today I want to talk about just hard work. There's nothing wrong with hard work. You have to have a good work ethic, and you got to work hard. I'm almost 50 now, and I see that now, and it's like working hard now is, to me, it's simple. You're going to work hard, and there are some days I've worked hard enough where I've had to work, let me back up, drive my car to work, half broken down, got to work, got off work, fixed the car, got back in the car, got home, got the kids, got my wife home, get to lay down, and then get up and do it again. And in that particular order for about 3-4 years in a row. Now the car, yeah, I've had raggedy cars I had to work on almost every other day at work somehow to keep them jerry rigged and keep them running. But now, hard work now is it's nothing to me now once you get used to it. So I'm kind of making these videos to try to help because, some people think, that they just live an ordinary life. And I guess they want to live like the superstars in Hollywood, or they want to be a TikTok legend. They want to be the next Facebook, Instagram. Let me explain something to you. Number one, you won that you're a human. You won, number one. You need to look at the statistics on, you becoming a person. You already won. Number two, you just, how can I say it? I guess I'll put it in simple words. It's nothing wrong with working hard, because at the end of the day, if you really write down on a piece of paper what you've done in the whole week, you will look at yourself as a superhero. You'll be like, dude, you're nowhere near normal. When you kind of get into the walks of life and start working and doing things, if you look back on it, you'll see you're a superhero, period. You'll be like, damn, I used to do all that. Because I remember my 20s, man, when I would be so broke that I knew how to calculate my gas for 2 weeks, and I would only drive that in any excess point from there. I used to calculate it almost down to the E. And then there were times I would just save a very small amount of my check, and then, to be honest, I think it was like $3. And then what I would do within those 2 weeks is at least treat myself to eat something like Chinese food. I mean, I was eating at home, but I would treat myself to that. Like, go get 2 egg rolls, some sweet and sour sauce, and a cold can of the 25-cent pop. It was in the machine down at IGA. Yes, I'm telling you my age. 25-cent pop at the time. So I kind of wanted to, put that emphasis, hard work. And there's levels to this shit. I'm telling you this now. It's levels. So don't think you're just going to jump in and be done day number one. Take your time, work hard, put your head down, and keep it moving. Because when you start working, you look up, next thing you know, 20 years will go by. But there's nothing wrong with hard work. What would be the second thing I want to say? The second thing would be, to this age, this is the only thing I could tell to the young folks today. Weigh the good with the bad. Let that sink in. Sometimes you think everything is just going bad for you. Guarantee someone else got it worse than you. But I always tell myself this, weigh the good with the bad. There have been more good things. I forgot I have that fan on. Sorry about the noise in the background. I just thought about that. There have been a lot more good things that have happened to me than bad things. Bad things happen. Hard days come. That day you eating that crap sandwich, you're going to get it. But there have been more good things happen to me than bad. So always weigh the good with the bad. And what I mean by that is, some things you just can't say, yeah, they're just bad, but you still have to weigh them. Weigh the good with the bad and see which one weighs the most. And try to forgive. That's something I used to hear people say all the time. I'm like, I ain't going to forgive nobody. Now I understand with forgiving. And when you have to forgive, make sure you forgive yourself first for even thinking like that, or putting yourself in that position, and then forgive that person or whatever happened to you and move on. I'm telling you now, it is the best thing you can do. Because there are some things like, I have just things over the years. It's just like, I just had to forgive myself for even thinking like that. And then I could just move on. Nets, man, this is the year of the flies. But and just move on and keep it going. Forgive yourself. Weigh the good with the bad, and I guarantee you'll be okay. One thing I want to share, I think I shared this before. Let me grab it. I'm gonna add a bonus on here, and the bonus is simply this: always educate yourself. No matter how far you go in life, better yourself some way, somehow. And I don't care if you have to listen to your audiobooks, listen to gurus, whatever you need to do, better yourself. I have a bundle of books here. I had to unravel them. But I have a bundle of books that I read a lot of times at night, and I read them over and over again. I have a bundle of them. And these sit right on my TV, and I'll show you each one of these, in a moment. But these are my bundle of books that I go to when sometimes I just feel like reading. Sometimes I'm in a bad spot. I'll read them. The only book I don't have in here, which is very surprising, is Machiavelli. I should have that, but I don't know. I don't know whatever happened to it, but I think I'm gonna order a paperback of that too, and the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, just to have them. People want to sit around and be like, religion, demons. If you really get into this stuff and really study it, you'll blow your own mind. But each one of these books, real quick. This one right here, this is the Hakuri. They call it the Hagakure or the Hakuri, but this is the book of the samurai. Really good quotes in here. I won't go into it, but I love reading this because it just keeps me, as I read it when I was like 18, 19, 20, but it's way different now in my 40s and almost going to 50. It's a complete different beast now. The next one, the five books. This one right here, the Book of the Five Rings. I'm sorry, Miyamoto Musashi. This was another one. When I read it when I was in my 20s, I don't have the same outlook on that book as I did now in my 50s. The Tao of Leadership. It's another good book you can read. I love this book. Leadership Strategies for the New Age. This is a good one. This is what I'm gonna probably go into when I talk about my what do you feel like. You have to I put myself in the category you don't have to, but at first I always been like, man, I want to be an alpha male until I really study what an alpha male is. They burn bright, but they burn out fast. And I started learning that. I was such a lone wolf. I was like, wow, I'm a Sigma. A Sigma is a guy who can do it all, and he stays in the background. So I'll do more in depth on that and explain why. And the last one, if you don't have this book in your collection, you should already have it. This book is super cheap. Get it while it's still sitting around. But this is George S. Carlson, The Richest Man in Babylon. I love this book because it's secrets and strategies on how to make money. And this is like during the time of the Babylonians. I might be wrong about that, but it is that. So if you don't have something to read, find something to read. And then sometimes I had a buddy, he went to a comic book convention, and he like got me one of the, this is an awesome graphic comic. I love this. But find you something to read once in a while, or listen to something audio, and it'll help you grow. Don't be afraid to reach out, because what happens is, I told you again, it's levels to this stuff. Being a Christian and then moving from a Christian and just, leaving a lot of religion behind, and understanding that this life, it's a life you have to live. And we're going to live it, and we're going to burn out, and we're going to go to the next one. So I hope this helps someone. It's not like a rant. I'm not upset about nothing. I just want to share some experiences. And next time, I will talk about more things. And I think I'm going to do about a 7 series of this for prosperity. One day my kids look back onto it, and I hope it helps them and anybody else that needs help. Because a lot of people out there that are lost and misguided. And hopefully, you can grab on some of these things to help you. And I'll probably talk about finances and stuff as well. But this is Will, I'm Will with Dapper Cloth Care, Both Through America. My mama's basement is 6.3. I've done some of these stuff on YouTube. I've never expected much out of it. And even though I don't have 1 billion subscribers, I know one thing. I appreciate the people who do subscribe to it and look at it. Because when that pandemic hit, that stuff showed a lot of people that you have to really be out there. The Richest Man in Babylon, that book will help you out a lot more than just me talking. All right, guys. Take care. Be well. And you know my motto. Adjust your hustle. Bet on you.